Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys. How's everyone?
It's a great morning. It's a great morning.
Because?
The old Michael Thomas got paid. I love that.
Really?
I love when that wide receiver position jack that price up.
Really?
You know who's watching that, right, Skip?
So now we got the Kirk Cousins cloud hanging over Dak, and we got the Gurley cloud hanging over Zeke, and now we got the Michael Thomas cloud hanging over Amari.
Yep.
And you are so happy.
They're changing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Are changing.
Yeah.
We have all the details
How you
there.
doing today, Skip?
I'm just doing
It's a lovely day.
Okay.
I heard it's going to be a lovely, a beautiful day in L.A.
Okay. Let's
what I
see how
hear.
the show goes. Hopefully we've got a good one coming your way. A lot to get to on today's show. Did Shannon already put the MVP curse on Andrew Luck?
Yep.
Sorry to bring it up, but
Sorry
we'll
to
go
bring it
there.
up.
And is Des Bryant done with football? But we
Yep.
will start with Ezekiel Elliott. He is reportedly hanging out in Cabo right now as he continues his holdout. Yesterday, Cowboys legend Michael Irvin said on NFL Network, quote, "They are not going anywhere without Zeke. That is how important he is." And former NFL running back D'Angelo Williams said on ESPN that Zeke is the only player the Cowboys need to pay. Also yesterday, Stephen Jones talked about the negotiations with Zeke and the other Cowboys stars. Take a listen.
That's my goal, is at the end of the day, we figure out a contract for Dak, for Amari, for Zeke that's fair, that's one they can be satisfied with. But at the same time, they've got to understand there's a real salary cap out there, and any money that we save in their situations, and it's not their job to manage the cap. I agree with that. That's our job to do. But any money we save is not going in Jerry's pocket. It's going to another football player. I mean, it's a hard cap. It's reality. We have to deal with it. And, you know, at some point, the money we spend on these great players are going to keep us, unfortunately, from probably signing a couple guys that we'd like to keep.
Shannon, what is your takeaway from all of those comments?
Ta-da!
It's over? Cowboys should just call off this whole season, right?
Skip, let me start with Stephen Jones first. Again, he's doing it. He's sowing these poisonous seeds.
Poisonous.
Poisonous. Because what he's doing, Skip, he's trying to, fans, if these guys don't give us the discount, you know, we're not going to be able to sign some of the other players. It's not, you're right, Stephen, it's not the player's job to manage the cap. That's your job. They've played their tails off. They've earned this money, and now you want them to take 70, 80 cents on the dollar. There's a reason why Harry Winston's. There's a reason why the Four Seasons don't offer sales. You know why, Jenny? Because once you start that, guess what you have to do? This isn't Family Dollar. This isn't Dollar General. You don't get discounts here, Skip Bayless. Zeke wants Todd Gurley money. Dak is going to want top 3, top 4 money. And with that Michael Thomas deal, Amari Cooper going to want the big bucks, no whammies. You remember that game show, Pressure Luck? Big bucks, no whammies.
I do not remember that
I don't remember
show.
that either.
Sorry.
Skip, here's the thing about Amari Cooper. Did you not know he had only a year and a half left? That once he got him there, so he's going to play the rest of the year, that year out, and then he's on his option year. Did you realize that, Skip? The Cowboys did, because if you didn't want to pay him the money, you should have just left well enough alone and go into the draft and get your receiver, and you wouldn't have had to worry about paying Amari Cooper. The going rate now is 5 years, $100 million, 61 guaranteed. That's what Amari gonna want. Amari. I'm sorry, Skip. This get real good. But
That means love. And I love Amari.
I love it too. I love he about to get that big payday.
Yep.
Somebody can't get paid. But at the end, he makes a very compelling point. He says that if we give these guys the money that they deserve, that means we're not going to be able to pay somebody. And that's what I've been trying to tell you all along, Skip. The way the cap is set up in the NFL, because you have a hard cap, Skip, there's no possible way you can pay all these good players. And you say that's a great problem to have? It is, until they come up for contract. And then that's a terrible problem to have. And what exacerbates it is that all these guys are coming up at once. You get Amari, you get Zeke, you get Dak, you get Byron Jones, you get Jalen Smith, and you just gave DeMarcus Lawrence that big cake. So, Skip, Steven needs to stop that. Stop trying to sow poison seeds out there to try to turn the public against these guys, trying to make them seem like they're selfish, that the most important thing, no. You can win Super Bowls and make a lot of money, because the Cowboys do it all the time. But anyway, now, last, Skip, why does it take everybody? Why would you listen to me? You know Shannon got your best interest at heart. I got your best interest, and I've been trying to tell you this for the longest. Michael, now, The only bigger Cowboy lover than you is Michael Irvin. And he said cancel Christmas. He said, you get Thanksgiving, say we going straight to the New Year. Ain't no Santa Claus ain't stopping by. He ain't opening no gifts. Don't even leave no cookies and milk because it's over. D'Angelo Williams said, that's the only guy. Skip, you've built your entire offense. There's a reason why you drafted 3 #1 offensive linemen, 3 first-team All-Pro offensive linemen, and you take a running back with the 4th overall pick. Did you do that to throw the ball? Absolutely not. So, in order of importance, it goes Zeke, Dak, Amari. Anything else would be uncivilized.
That's from a deodorant commercial. And by the way, Jenny, I might have to step away and take a second shower this morning because I feel I just got slimed from across the table by the hate spewed by this man. I need another shower. I feel soiled. I feel dirty because I am sick and tired of all of the goo that you just spew across the table.
What'd I do?
I'm going to, before I get to all my answers to all of Jenny's questions, I'm going to reiterate for Cowboy Nation one more time. This will all get taken care of. Despite all the wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, and despite all of the glee displayed by the #1, the president of the Cowboy haters across the table from me, Jerry will figure this out before game 1. Before the first game that counts, all of these contracts will get done.
I don't see it.
Jerry Jones is a cap wizard. When it comes to money, Jerry has genius. This is what Jerry will get done. Making football decisions, big decisions. He's handed that football off to Will McClay the last 3 or 4 years, and most of them have been good to very good.
Spot on.
But the point is, these are all great problems to have. No team in the NFL has as many great problems as Jerry and Stephen Jones have right now, and I love it because I have a team on the verge. I have a team I'm picking to win the championship of the NFC this year and get to the Super Bowl because these aren't good problems. They are all-time great problems. You're right. They're all coming to a crescendo at the same time, but if anybody can work through this and figure it out, if anybody has the people skills to navigate through 3 superstars and make them reasonably happy, it's this man and his son, Jerry and Stephen Jones. These aren't poison pills being sown by Stephen Jones. No, it's not. They're just reality pills because the reality is this league has the hardest salary cap. The NBA's is a little soft. I still can't figure out how some of these teams like Golden State, I don't even know how they've done it. You know, how do you fit all those people? And finally it caught up to them and they said, well, we got to cut bait here, right?
Well, Skip, if you get Kevin Durant take a few less dollars here and you get Draymond to take a few less dollars there, but their money for the contract is fully guaranteed.
Okay, so let me first address my friend Michael Irvin's comment. My team is going nowhere without Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, that is probably true in the biggest picture. But right now, Michael knows about triplets because he was 1/3 of the triplets back in the 90s. It was Michael and Emmett and Troy, as in Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman.
Yep.
Now we have new triplets, and they're really quadruplets because you have to throw the offensive line in with the other 3.
Well, you didn't throw me with that one, and that offensive line was better than...
I'm saying that in both cases, it's really quadruplets.
Yeah.
But the point is, they have to work in concert. They need each other. It's 3 for 1 and 1 for 3, right?
Yeah.
And I got a big question.
Yes.
And this is really for the Hall of Famer sitting across from me. So let's think about Zeke. They're going nowhere without Zeke. Last year, the first 8 games, they had Ezekiel Elliott. He was playing at a pretty high level. He looked like Zeke to me, right?
Yeah.
Help me out, Mr. Hall of Famer. How did they fall to 3-5 with Ezekiel Elliott in the lineup? So they're going nowhere without him. They were going nowhere with him last year through 8 games. Help me out.
Okay. You want me to help you out right now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm going to lend you a hand. Because your quarterback was playing terrible. Yeah, they stacked the box.
Really?
They stacked the box and took the running game away, and he couldn't deliver the ball down the field.
That's,
Ta-da!
that's your excuse. My excuse is that my quarterback didn't have a number one receiver to make anybody respect any part of the passing game. Here comes Amari Cooper. And you got to give Jerry Jones high marks.
Yes.
I know you say you went and got him after he was an established receiver.
Yeah. No.
Was he good?
Yeah.
No, he was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Was it a
Two-time Pro
good
Bowler.
move? Was it worth the first round pick?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yeah, way to go, Jerry.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yep.
It changed life in Dallas last
did.
year.
It did.
Because all of a sudden, Dak and the offense took off. What did Dak Prescott do the last 8 games of the year? He went 7-1. He went 13 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. He was 3rd in the NFL in completions and 4th in passing yards over the last 8 games. Is that good? So he had top 5 numbers over the last 8 games, and you say he's a bust, he can't throw a lick, but that's okay. He looked like a star to me over the last 8 games because he had a number one receiver. So is it possible that Michael should amend his comment to they're going nowhere without Amari? Because, maybe Amari. You needed 3 in concert. And then all of a sudden, everything starts clicking, and they beat Seattle in a playoff game, and they should have beaten the Rams in a play. Yes, they should have. They
should not have skipped. Stop saying
but
that.
Zeke got stuffed on 4th and 1. I don't know what happened. They went nowhere with Zeke on 4th and 1. I'll give you that, Michael.
Skip, you remember they asked Stephen Jones, it's like, Stephen, you don't have any first-round picks. What are you going to be doing during the first round? He says, I'm going to be watching highlights of Amari Cooper. Okay. So, but guess what that means, Skip Bayless?
Okay.
If Amari Cooper comes in and goes to the Pro Bowl after what he just saw Michael Thomas got.
Okay.
Now, Michael Thomas is going to 2 Pro Bowls. Amari Cooper's going to 3. So
Okay.
do you think he's going to take $1 less than Michael Thomas?
I don't know, but here's the point and the question for you, Mr. Hall of Famer.
Yes.
3 Super Bowl rings. Is it not true that Super Bowls translate into income? Is it not true it can translate into lifetime income because it can make highly more possible a job such as that one across the table from me, right?
Yes.
Speaking engagements, autograph signings, picture taking, anything that can go with winning Super Bowls, it relates to your whole lifetime.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage to say, I've got a ring, I've got 2, I've got 3.
Right.
Right? Okay, so now are these kids mature enough to see we're on the verge of greatness here? We have something very few teams, if any team, have. We have star power at the top, all coming of age at the same time. That means that if we could break through this year, we might be the team to beat for the next 3 or 4 years.
Well, Skip, what makes it so hard for the guys to take discounts is that because you paid the line, you played 3 guys top 3 money at their position. So for them to take, so do you think the guys are going to take less than top 3?
All those guys are a little older and they came of age a little faster.
And the thing is,
they were decorated. They've been making all-pro teams, right?
Zeke Elliott, all-pro, Amari Cooper.
But I'm saying they did it ahead of these guys.
Right. But, and that's the thing, though, Skip. These guys are under contract. Zach Martin, 2024. Travis Frederick and Smith, Tyron Smith, they're under contract to 2023. So unless you start releasing some of these guys, you stuck, Skip. Somebody, Skip, the way it's set up, it's not like baseball. Look at the Yankees. When Gleyber Torres comes up and Aaron Judge comes up and all these great young players come up.
There's no cap.
No, they're going to be able to sign them. But because you got a cap in football, Skip, you can't pay everybody.
Sure.
And that was the way it was intended. Skip, we've seen teams lose players because Mike Daniels got cut from the Packers because they just couldn't pay him.
Yep.
It's simple as that, Skip. So not Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith, did you see the money Bobby Wagner just got? Jalen Smith says, I'm younger, I'm faster. Ooh, I might not be as decorated, but I'm coming. Oh, and Byron Jones. You see the money they getting out there for corners? He's like, hey, I'm coming. I went to the Pro Bowl, too, last year. Oh, I need that money, Steve. And no discounts. No discount. And that's well and good, Skip. You know, these speaking engagements, but I need that money right now. I can't worry about what's happening down the road, Jen. I need that nest egg right now.
but the ultimate role model in this league plays up in Foxborough, number 12. His name is Brady.
What he's done in my household, because what he's done pays no bills over here. I need my money, Skip. I perform. Guess what? And everybody keeps saying, well, Zeke has 2 years left. If I'm not mistaken, how many years left did Dez Bryant have on his contract when they cut him? He had 2 years. He underperformed the contract. They got rid of him. Okay, Zeke Elliott says, I've overperformed. I need that. Allen Hurns, the man broke his ankle in a playoff game, and the Monday before you report on Thursday, you say, take a pay cut or else. You tried to back the man in the corner. And normal rule of thumb, the way I operate, Jenny, if you say do this or else, I'm always going to choose else because you left me no choice.
Really?
That was a crucial $5 million we saved right there.
Okay, guess what? Zeke said you saved $5 million. Go and bring it to me.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got $5 million.
Are you saying that? And Dak is
exactly.
saying
Gotta
that.
go somewhere.
Yeah, I need more of those $5 million.
And truly, truly, it is not going in Jerry's pocket.
Hey, it's going in my pocket. This is what I've had a hard time, and a lot of guys, we sit around and we talk about it, Skip. How have billionaires convinced the fans that millionaires should give them a discount? But that's what the owners have done. The owners somehow has convinced the general fan that we're billionaires, but the millionaires that work for us should give us a discount. And fans, and fans like, if it was me, I said, look, let me ask you this. You make $100,000 a year, and they say, you know what? Karen in payroll, she's the best human resource, payroll person there is. She wants this. So we need to take $25,000 of your $100,000. You do it? Hell no, I ain't doing that. I say, well, there you go. See, you can't equate. You can't look at it with your salary as opposed to someone else's. Look at it salary for salary. If your boss came to you and says, I need you to take a $25,000 deduction so we can pay Helen in payroll, the hell with Helen. Okay. I'm getting my money.
The optimal words you just spoke were millionaires who work for.
Right.
Those are the two key
yes.
words. Work for the billionaires.
So I don't give you no discount.
It is a free market society. And you know what? You can take whatever money you have now and you can go start your own league.
No, I want to do that. I want to do that. No. You said it's free market. Well, okay, I want to be free. Don't put no tags on me. Free, you can't say I'm free and then put a friend.
No. You accepted that deal about 10 years ago, whenever it was. 8 years ago.
Well, we got to do away with that.
They're going to definitely.
Yeah, so we better. We go hold. Right now, Skip, there's nothing we can do about it.
You got the guts.
We got it.
To go without getting paid for maybe a whole year.
Yes.
You might just break the bank.
Yes.
You might break the system.
Yes.
You might be able to do away with the salary cap. What if the NFL was an uncapped sport?
Wow.
Can you imagine what those billionaires might spend for the Zekes and the Daks and the Amaris?
No, there'll be only a handful. There'll be like the Jerry Joneses. There'll be like Mr. Kraft. I believe Mr. Kraft will be one of those guys that'll spend. But Skip, there are a lot of owners that say they want to win, but Skip, there's no benefit in winning. If I get 275 and I go 2-14 and I get 275, because that's what every team gets through the TV deals. If I get $275 million for winning the Super Bowl, I get $275 million for going 2-14. What's the incentive? I mean, you win the Super Bowl. Man, them guys don't care about no Super Bowl if I'm getting the same thing. I can either come to work and make what I make, or I can stay at home and make what I make.
Yeah, but it's the selling the tickets. It's more than that.
Let me ask you a question. Fans not going to a Cincinnati Bengals game? Fans not going to a Jaguar game? May not be as many, but they still showing up.
Consistently, but they are showing up.
They're showing up. But see, here's the thing. They make the money through the TV. That $275. There ain't nobody making no $100 million in no ticket sales.
Last quick thought on D'Angelo Williams' proclamation.
Stop hating.
He was talking out of his head or maybe out of another body part when he said that the only one who should get paid is Ezekiel.
The only.
Let's see, D'Angelo. He was a running back, so he's defending the position. He made 1 Pro Bowl in his,
That's enough.
11 years.
That's
I don't
enough.
know.
He is
Played in
defending it.
six playoff
Stop trying
games.
to demean us, the man.
His last playoff game he played in, he went 14 carries for 34 yards. That's 2.4 a carry. I don't know. What does he know?
So you're going to diminish.
What does D'Angelo
So
know?
you're going to diminish the man
Yes,
because of his
I am.
last playoff game.
Skip.
Thank you.
On
Thank
that note, is Shannon starting to worry about his MVP pick, Andrew Luck? We'll discuss all the latest there. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports channel on SiriusXM. We'll be right back.